Hello everyone. You're gonna learn in the next couple of moments how to focus your microscope and work with a microscope without breaking anything. The first thing that's important for you to know is that both the microscope slides and the lenses in the microscope, there's 3 of them, are all made of glass. Because they're made of glass, they are breakable. That means you need to be careful with what you would do with the glass microscope slides and the glass lenses. Please be careful where you put the slides. Not pile things on top of the glass microscope slide, and be gentle with it. If something happens and the microscope slide does break or anything else breaks, please stop and talk to your teacher right away. The teacher would much rather clean up the broken glass so that no one gets hurt than not know about it and have someone get hurt. We understand that accidents happen. We're just asking that you do your best to not have any accidents if it's at all possible. To learn how to focus your microscope safely so that you don't break the microscope or the slide, we're going to learn how to do that now. So I'm going to turn my microscope on, the power switch is down here, and I'm going to set the microscope slide flat on the stage. I'm going to use the light that's coming through the opening to center the object that I want to see right here in the middle, and I'm going to use these metal stage clips to hold the slide in place. So you can see that the slide is on the stage and the metal clips are holding the slide in place. All right, so a couple of things to notice here. One, we always start on low power. You can tell that this one's low power because it's the smallest of the 3 lenses. Little lens, little power. Also on our microscopes, that low power lens is always the one with the red print. So I start on low power. Also, I've got these 2 different adjustment knobs that I can use to focus. The large adjustment knob makes large adjustments. The small adjustment knob makes small adjustments. So you can see how that's different between the 2. When I'm on low power, I want to start by moving the stage all the way to the top. You can see that as I focus it, the stage is moving up and down. I move the stage all the way to the top. The reason is that then, as I focus, looking in my microscope, the stage will be sliding away from the glass lens and not towards it. You can see how, if I was on high power with the longest lens, it's pretty likely that then when I move the stage, I'm going to crash the stage into my glass lens and break both of them. So low power, stage all the way at the top. Those are the 2 important things to know to begin with. Low power, stage at the top. Now I look through the microscope, and on low power I can use the coarse adjustment knob or the larger adjustment knob, and I'm going to focus it until I get my specimen as focused as possible and make sure that it's right in the middle of what I'm seeing. As I zoom in, I'm going to zoom into the middle. So if the middle is pointed at nothingness, that's what you'll see on higher powers. Once this is focused and centered, I'll turn the rotating nose piece until I get to medium power. On our microscopes, that's yellow, and it's the medium length lens. Looking in here, I'm going to only use the fine adjustment, the small adjustment knob, to make small adjustments, just to make sure that I don't break anything. I can only use the largest adjustment knob on the smallest lens. Once I'm focused and centered on medium power, now I can turn it to high power, and you can see how close that lens is getting to that slide. It's almost touching, but it'll be safe because I'm going to make sure that I'm only using the small adjustment lens on high power and that I had started my stage at the top. So now as I adjust, I can see my sample in high power through the microscope. Once you've got your microscope focused so to see your evidence, there's 2 ways that you can collect that data. The first way is to take a picture with your iPad through the eyepiece lens, lining the camera up with that lens. This is tricky. It involves moving the iPad around to work on getting it focused, but it is possible. Stick with it, give it a try for a couple minutes to see if that works for you. If it does not work for you, move on to option 2. Option 2 is to draw on white paper what you observe through the microscope. When you do that, make sure it's a scientific drawing. Scientific drawing is accurate, big, colorful, and detailed. A, B, C, D. Accurate, big, colorful, detailed. Once you've got a drawing that's all 4 of those things, then you can use your iPad to take a picture of your drawing and include that as your evidence. When you're done with your microscope, you've collected all of your evidence. After each time that you use it, you want to make sure you've gone back to low power, stage at the top. When you're done for the day, you'll turn off your light. Make sure to take your microscope slide and put it away in the correct labeled box. If you are having trouble, if you have any questions, if anything doesn't seem right to you, please stop and ask your teacher. We would much rather answer your questions and help you out than have you or someone else get hurt or not be able to learn. Thank you.